And we have more in-depth coverage now on the local response to the terror in Brussels. We're told there is no specific threat to the U.S. or here in southern New England.
Nevertheless, police are stepping up security at transportation hubs just in case. Eyewitness News reporter Kim Kalunian spoke to Rhode Island State Police. She joins us now live with what they're doing.
The attacks in Brussels have put authorities both far and near on high alert. We've been in contact with state police who are urging folks to be vigilant.
As travelers picked up their luggage at TF Green Airport and awaited their trains at the Providence Amtrak station, we saw a notably increased police presence all around them.
We have a trooper assigned to the airport, and actually today we have many more assigned to the airport for the day, as well as the train station.
State Police Superintendent Colonel Stephen O'Donnell tells us there's no credible threat locally, but they're remaining vigilant.
Main concerns after any type of event, nationally or internationally, is homegrown extremists, anybody that may be radicalized, doing something, lashing out.
We could see uniformed officers and K-9 units at the Providence Amtrak station and TF Green Airport, a visible presence. The MBTA also increasing the presence of transit police, while Massachusetts State Police say they've upped patrols near transportation centers. Officials at Logan didn't specify their security strategies, but say their plans are multi-layered and constantly evolving. O'Donnell says in light of the attacks, it's important for everyone to be on alert.
I think fear is a normal reaction to an event like this, and sadness, and you watch it on television, but you have to be vigilant. So our message is see something, say something.
And we've also just learned that the TSA plans to deploy additional security to all major airports and train stations across the country. Now, coming up new at 6, we'll tell you what Senator Jack Reed says needs to happen to prevent attacks like this from happening in the future. Kim Kalunian, Eyewitness News.
Now, in the wake of the attacks, Rhode Island State Police are urging residents to be vigilant.
Amtrak is increasing its security presence, along the Northeast Corridor today. And new at 6, we're talking to Senator Jack Reed about ISIS and stopping future attacks. Eyewitness News reporter Kim Kalunian continues our in-depth coverage now from the mobile newsroom.
That's right. We also spoke with the head of the Rhode Island State Police, who tells us that local authorities are remaining vigilant following the attacks in Brussels. Now he's urging the public to remain vigilant as well. At TF Green Airport and the Providence Amtrak station, K-9 units and an increased police presence.
You don't know if it's a copycat, if you don't know if someone, again, is a lone wolf or is a part of a international scheme.
State Police Colonel Stephen O'Donnell tells us they're being especially vigilant in light of the Brussels attacks and says the advice of see something, say something is particularly important.
We have to be right 100% of the time. So vigilance is the best thing, picking up the phone and letting someone know if you see something. You're not being a pest, you're not being paranoid, it's the right thing to do.
With ISIS now taking responsibility for the Brussels attacks, Senator Jack Reed says we must get to the root of the problem.
To continue to put pressure on ISIS in Syria and Iraq and wherever it appears so that they cannot organize these types of attacks or inspire these types of attacks anywhere.
In addition to the response at Rhode Island's transit hubs, security is also tightened in Massachusetts, with officials at the MBTA, Logan, and Massachusetts State Police all saying they're stepping up their patrols. And we've also learned that the TSA will be deploying additional security to all major airports and train stations across the country. Reporting live with the mobile newsroom, Kim Kalunian, Eyewitness News.
And our in-depth coverage of the terror in Brussels continues on Eyewitness News at 6:30 on Fox Providence.
Coming up, we'll have the latest on the investigation into the attack overseas and talk exclusively with former Homeland Security Advisor for the state of Rhode Island, Eyewitness News analyst Lieutenant General Reginald Centracchio, about possible targets here in our state.